Today, we're going to do a mini composition book makeover with a twist. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it. And I want to welcome all of my new friends to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. And to everyone who is a longtime friend and a longtime supporter of my channel, thank you so much for coming back. And even if you're not a subscriber, but you just want to check out what's going on with the channel, I welcome you as well. We've worked with mini composition books on the channel before, but we've never done this with them. And part of today's project is inspired by Made with a Lottie Love. I did a project share a while back of a really fun idea that she had, and I'm taking it one step further in this video, but I wanted to make sure that I give her credit because I'll be using some of the things that she used, and I want you guys, if you haven't seen it, to go over and check out her video. I'll have it linked in the description box below. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to give you a closer look at what it is I'm talking about. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. Those of you who saw the project share might have gone over to see the tutorial on Lottie's channel, and what Lottie made were these really little teeny tiny squares of encouragement. And I love that idea, so I made some and I shared it in a video. I didn't make a tutorial. I simply shared what Lottie had made and pointed you back to her channel for the tutorial because she does have a tutorial on it. But today I'm going to take these mini composition books and we're going to dress them up. And then I decided to go back and inject the concept that Lottie created. And the end result is this really cute, never-ending mini composition book. So I'm going to open it, and this is going to look familiar to some of you. So when I open the inside, what I have in here is one mirror and a whole bunch of words of encouragement around that mirror. And you can look into the mirror and actually see yourself because this is a real mirror. Then when we get to the end, I have three little mirrors and a whole bunch of words of encouragement. But it doesn't end here because when you close it, you're now on the other side of the book and you open it and we have another single mirror with words of encouragement. Then as we get through, we have another series of mirrors and a whole bunch of different words of encouragement. This is the concept that Lottie created. She decided to take these little mirrors, and I think they were 2x2 squares that she did. I think it was a trifold 2x2 square, and it had the little mirrors on the inside with a whole bunch of words of encouragement. And they're meant to be passed along so that people can have it and look at it and know that all of these things about them are true and encouraging. So then we close it and we're back to the front. We open it and there's where we started. And we get to this page and you just close. There you go. So it really is never ending. And this is how it looks from the top. So I think that this is just a very cute idea. And I love how those little mirrors work well on the inside. Remember, I'll have Lottie's video linked in the description box below if you want to head out there and check out how to make those little 2x2 squares and the cute way that she did them. So to make my project, I am going to be using some of the mirrors, and I'll have mine linked in the description box below. I'll be using 2 of the mini composition books, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. They are still $1.25 for 3. I know a lot of you have bought these in bulk from Amazon, from Walmart, from Target, so you might be able to find a better deal. For me, Dollar Tree was convenient, so I just pick them up whenever I'm in the store. And then I'll be using a brand new collection that I have created, and it's available right now on my website. So I'm just going to give you a quick flip through. I wanted to do some black, gray, and white pumpkins on a muted background, and that's what we have here. And then we have the scattered pumpkin sheet. Then I wanted to make sure that I had some type of a floral sheet in, and I like how this one turned out. And then we have some daisies on a muted striped sheet. I love this one. And then we have a couple of background pages. We have the plaid, and then we have those muted stripes. So that is my latest collection. I am trying to create more collections to have them available on my website, but this is the paper that I'm using today. You don't have to use this paper. You can find your own beautiful papers to make this project. But I am pulling out these two pieces because they'll probably be the ones that I end up working with. And remember this, I shared it with you recently in a very quick video. This is one of my new favorite finds from Amazon. You get 60 sheets in this book. And you can see that I have been using the word stickers in here, y'all. I absolutely love it. It is a great value. I think it's $12. But you get 60 sheets, and each sheet is full of different sayings. They come in different colors, so you're able to find something to match your project no matter the project. This is my favorite find on Amazon for 2025. All right, so to get started, I'll be using two composition books, and what we're going to do is we go to the back pages of both. And we're going to take those back pages. One is facing this way, the other is facing this way, and we simply join them together like this. And you might have just a little bit of overhang when you do your flip, but that's okay. It really is not going to hurt anything. So I am going to use tape to put my books together. If you want, you can use glue, but I think that I want to use tape on this. And then I'll take some tape and we'll put it on this one. And then I'm going to peel away the tape backers from both. So now I'll take it and we're just going to join the two together like that. And y'all, I noticed that I put my tape in the wrong position, so I am just adding some tape here to close this. So you want to make sure that you cover at least one of these in tape, or make sure that you have tape on the edge, which is what I forgot to do when I did this. So just add your tape. Now I have a nice stick so you can see there is my little never ending book. So now I'm going to go through and cover all of the colored pages of the composition book, and I'm going to cover it with this paper here. So on the book it tells you the size. Mine is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and I am just going to do a quick measurement to make sure. And it is, so I just want to cut 4 strips that are 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. So for my little pumpkin paper, I'll be using these as the outside. So I cut 2 of these at 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. Then I'm going to take this one and cut my inside pieces. So I will need 4. That are 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. All right, so in all you're going to need 6 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 4 1/2 to cover the front, the inside, the back, and the front, the inside, and the back. So the pumpkin papers will actually be for the outside, like this, and then I'll use my little plaid pieces to cover the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and just tape all of these pieces with my double-sided tape. And y'all, I will be right back. All right, y'all, so I have removed the tape backers from all of my pieces, and we're simply going to place these down. And the way that I'm going to do it is I am just going to try to match it like this. I'm going to put all of the pieces down, and then I will go back and I'll remove any of the overhang. So I'm just going to take this piece, put it right there, open, take this piece, put it right there, take this piece, put it right there. I can see that I have a little bit of that purple showing, so I will fix that with one of my word stickers. I'm going to go ahead and just trim this part because it is overhanging and it'll be in the way when I try to put the other piece down. So now I'll take this piece, put it in like that. And now we can take this piece and we'll just put it in like that. And now you can go through and you can trim away any overhang that you might have. You can also ink these pieces before you put them down, but I am okay with how this actually looks. So now we get to do that decorating part, and that is where this book comes into play, because I'll be able to go through and I can find little words of encouragement that I can use on the outside. And I like this one here, and I'm going to put it here at the bottom to cover some of that purple that is showing. It's a great way of fixing that. And it says, life was meant for a great adventure. And then I'm going to find something, and I think I'm going to put it at the top. And I'm going to take this one that says make it happen. So I'm not going to do all of these pages with you. I'm just going to show you how we can do some of them, but I think that that is really cute. What I really want to show you though is how we can decorate the inside pages using those mirrors. So I am going to take one of my stickers and I'm going to put that sticker right here because I have a little more white showing than I want. But this is one of those projects where you can't go wrong with however you decide to do it. So now I'm going to bring in my mirror, and I am going to place one right in the middle. And I will place this with glue. And y'all, this is a real mirror. It is not fake glass or anything like that. So you can look at it and you can definitely see with clarity. So now you just find a whole bunch of stickers from your book, and you can just place those down. At first I was placing everything down all nice and even, but I am just going to randomly place my words of encouragement. And just put stickers wherever you want them. They don't have to be the same color. They definitely don't have to be the same size, but just words of encouragement for anyone who might need encouraging things said to them throughout their stressful day. So whatever you want to put down, you can put on yours. And then I am just going to take a nice little word sticker and I'm going to put it right there. So you can put stickers on the white paper as well. Then I'm going to take my little mirrors and you can just put these down however you like. So I am going to take this one and put it there, take this one and put it there, and then take this one and put it there. And then I am just going to find some nice little stickers to put down with my mirrors. Just nice words of encouragement for anyone. This is truly one of those one-size-fits-all crafts because you can make this for anyone and give it to anyone that you think might need some words of encouragement. We all know people who might suffer from anxieties and things like that. Why not create something like this for them to have and to look at and realize that, you know, these words of encouragement might not solve whatever is troubling them, but it might serve as a momentary pick-me-up. So I am just going to fold over. I'm going to take this one that says live, create, tell the story. And then I'm just going to go through and show you guys how I'm placing some of my mirrors, because my pack also came with these small mirrors. So I am just going to take some glue, put some glue right there, and put the tinies down. Those of you who are doing craft fairs, why not make a few of these and see how they do at your fair? So then I'm going to take a big and just put it right there. So on this page, we are surrounded by mirrors. So now let's take some words and let's go crazy with them. Let's put them down. Just all types of encouraging words to the person that you might be giving this to or making it for. I like this one. It says lucky is a state of mind. So I'm going to take that one, put it there. I like this one too. It says throw kindness around like it's confetti. Put that one right there. This one says just breathe. We're going to put it right there because we do need sometimes just to breathe. Things aren't always as serious as our minds can somehow make them out to be. So you get the idea. Just go through and start putting down your mirrors or whatever it is you want to work with. I'm going to put a mirror here. And then I'm going to put a mirror here. One's bigger. So I think the mirrors that I bought, you get 5 different sizes, but I will have them linked in the description box below. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it right here. I said I wasn't going to do this whole thing with you, and we've ended up practically doing the whole thing because this is such an easy process. This one says cultivate kindness. We are going to look on the bright side. We're also going to encourage people to be brave. And this one says stronger than yesterday. Creativity takes courage. Make it count. You see how I did that? You can put these all over the place. But thanks to my new favorite find, this is non-sponsored, y'all. I am just in love with this little book. And it is linked in the description box below. So you'll be able to get a copy if you want. But there are just so many wonderful phrases in here. I couldn't help but share it. I'm going to take a piece and put it right here. And you can go through these pages and you can add stickers, these word stickers, wherever you want to put them. And I'm going to take this one and I am just going to put it in like this, and it says, keep room in your heart for the unimaginable. So now we have another beautiful, never-ending mini composition book or mini journal. You can use this just to journal your thoughts. You can actually include a few of the word stickers so the person who you give this to can take some of those word stickers and put them throughout the book as they please. But y'all, I think that this is such a cute idea, and the concept of the mirror surrounded by words of encouragement, credit goes to Made with a Lottie Love. That was her idea. So thank you, Lottie, for sharing that with us. And you can see how I chose to use my mirrors on that page. And we journal, journal, journal. Get to this side. We're not done. We fold over. We can start journaling again. So this is my take on a mini encouragement journal. I know that you guys are going to have a lot of ideas and what abouts and what ifs. Go ahead and try those, because trying what you're thinking is the best way to learn and to grow in this beautiful craft. So if you can think it, give it a try. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to ruin a piece of paper trying out an idea, because when you finally get that idea to work, you are going to be so pleased with yourself. So whatever you do, have fun. But I think that these little books of encouragement are just a great way to brighten anyone's day. So y'all, I hope that you have enjoyed this fun, quick, and easy project on how we can take the mini composition books and turn them into a sweet little never-ending book of encouragement. If you have enjoyed this project, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, and this is how we do it, and I would love to have you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful, handcrafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.